Hi, beautiful soul. We're looking at the energies for February 2025. The three main energies happening in this month, around this month. All right, let's get started. First main energy, the Strength card. Okay. I am getting, this is a really important month for rest. There's been so many timeline shifts that the energy of the collective is exhausted, and especially for us folks that are energy sensitive, you're going to be feeling it. You're going to be wanting rest because you're setting yourself up for the changes that have happened. The timeline shifts have already happened. You're already kind of on this other higher timeline, and now you're getting set up. So your physical body needs to be in rest in order for these physical changes to finish happening. You probably felt it in your energy already. The energy shifted. You probably felt energetically exhausted, sleeping a lot, staying awake sometimes, and wired, feeling wired sometimes at night when you're trying to sleep, exhaustion, and you can feel that your body's off, maybe your hormones or certain cycles besides your sleep, just kind of feeling off recently. That's what February is for, to kind of realign your energetic body and your physical body, because you've shifted so much that you're in this a new timeline. And whew, I can just feel it. It's you need rest. We all need rest. And for the beautiful, positive things that are coming your way in March and April, May and June, it's going to be beautiful. July even, like I'm feeling like really positive stuff for the rest of this year, for Lightworkers, starseeds, spiritual teachers, warriors. You just need to rest right now while all these shifts just kind of settle in. All right. Page of Swords, and this card kind of wants to come out. The World card, yeah. You know that this shift has happened. A lot of people aren't very aware of it. So you probably noticed in some of the readings recently, mine or other folks, that there is still the question of where is the collective going? Where is the world going, right? And even in my recent readings, like it's like, oh, we still have the option of like positive, neutral, or not the best timeline. And I'm like, why is that? Didn't we have a whole like decade or two for folks to decide which path they want humanity to go on? Our souls, our subconscious minds have made the decision of if we want to go on this timeline or that timeline. We've been hearing about the 3D and 5D shift. So why is this still up in the air? Why is there still a decision of what direction humanity will go in? Well, apparently, because of all the recent changes that are going on, people are still figuring out what they want the future to look like. So there's a lot of people still trying to decide what they want their future to look like, what they want the collective future, the world, to look like in the near future and far future. So because the physical world is a culmination of all of our visions, all of our it's all of our input that manifests into this physical reality. And there's there are chunks of the collective that, like groups that are still kind of changing their vision, which is affecting the whole collective vision. That's why there's still like a lot of switches going on. So what I will say is that humanity as a whole, like all the light workers, all the star seeds, all the spiritual warriors and teachers, we have already kind of set humanity on a higher path. We all kind of set the tone that we want to evolve consciously, but there are still some folks that kind of are deciding how that would look like, in what way that they want to do it, and what steps. Whereas we might be holding a collective higher vision for the whole collective. Us Lightworkers are holding a very, very high frequency, the highest and best timeline and vision for all of humanity. There's still groups of humanity that is really strongly affecting how that vision will come about, how long it will take, and how it will look, how fast it's slow, in what steps, what paths, how it would look to get there. So there's still smaller shifts in timeline happening. But for a lot of us that have been holding that vision for a very long time, that timeline is set. We are on a higher timeline. That's the 3D and 5D split. But because we're on the more 5D energy now, we don't really care how it plays out. We're just like, we want the end game. We're already living as if that end game is here and we're in it, and that is set in stone. Whereas the rest of the collective are kind of fighting over the small details of how they want it to look on their journey there. They can't really see the full higher vision just yet, and they're still being finicky about the small shifts down here, so that's why there's a lot of shifts happening in the collective. And that's why Lightworkers and Starseeds are being asked to just pull away from that collective's energy and just be in your own 5D energy. You finally got to this really, really good place with your visions, with your energy, your beliefs, and your timeline shift, that you just need to catch up with yourself. Don't stay out of the mess. And that's not for you to deal with. You already dealt with something like that when you went through your spiritual awakening. A lot of Lightworker Starseeds that are on my wave, we are finishing our spiritual awakening. That little cycle that was a huge healing, releasing, purging, figuring out who we are, our identity, our role here, and what we believe, our belief systems, what we want for our life, what we want for the world. We've done all that work already. And so a lot of us on this wave, we're finishing that cycle of our initial spiritual awakening, or our big spiritual awakening. And as we close that out, the rest of the collective is starting that, or many other waves are starting that spiritual awakening journey in way more numbers than when we went through it, right? So we're on that next wave now. We're on that next cycle. All right. Ace of Swords and the Page of Swords. Yeah. So the Page of Swords in reverse, I'm definitely getting very strongly stay out of it. stay out of the energy. I'm getting a year or two to kind of just do whatever we want to do. And the best thing would probably be rest initially, get prepped and ready for our bigger soul missions, and just kind of enjoy life. This is kind of a break, more of a vacation. You're here, you reached your destination, and there's a little bit of a pause, and you can assimilate to the new energies. You can kind of get yourself set up, your home base, before the next segment of your soul mission starts. So while the rest of the world or energy changes with this new timeline shift. So for you might be getting a lot of ideas and clarity, and pieces of the puzzle coming together. Okay. So you have been getting a lot of ideas of what different areas of your life, what decisions to make, how to move it forward, what it would look like in the near and far future. And they were kind of just pieces of the puzzle that Spirit gave you. Maybe kind of a better metaphor is a lot of things written in code. So you got kind of a glimpse of what this would look like, what it would feel like, what you kind of want. But now I'm getting that you kind of get the master key to kind of decipher all these codes and how it fits together and what it would look like, and exactly the specific decision, option, or vision of what that would look like and what you can do to get there now. And it all clicks and all comes together. So there's another reason why you're being asked to rest right now, is because everything's going to click, come together, and make sense and be so obviously clear. Some of you might even say, like, why didn't I see that earlier? And it's because you couldn't. They gave you all the pieces, but they didn't want you to put it together and fit it all together until it was divine time. And now it's divine time. So it's going to feel like you have everything. Like, it's going to feel like, wow, like I need for nothing. Like, you don't lack anything. Like, everything that you ever possibly need or want is here at your fingertips, like right in front of you. It has been for a while, but you didn't know how to like use it or access it or interact with it or kind of use it, unlock it, or like it was there, but you couldn't access it quite yet. And now you can access it. So you're going to feel very, very abundant, even with just the same things that you have now, because now you can access the full abundance of the things that you already have. Make it make sense, because that's what they told me to channel, and I'm not quite sure what they mean exactly by that, but like let's continue and see if we can figure that out together. Okay, 5 of Spring. Opposing goals arising from differing options. Yeah, feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. Yeah, so it just kind of felt frustrating because I'm getting like, not just with physical things, but with ideas. So you might have been getting a lot of like, not just, like, you might have been getting a lot of ideas of what you might want to do, for example, next in your career, or next with your living situation, next with your relationships with others, next with your, health or passion projects or whatever. You might have been getting a lot of ideas on certain, concepts or ideas that you want to take action on. But they kind of contradicted each other. It's like, how can I start this goal or this project when I want to start this goal or this project? Do I do them at the same time? Is it one before the other? Like, I think what was happening is that you were getting a lot of different things that you're going to be doing over your lifetime at the same time. So it's kind of confusing for you, because if you're a very intuitive person, and you definitely are, if you're watching this, you are kind of getting all the timelines. You're getting all the different timelines and all the different options and all the different things that are going to happen over your lifetime. All that kind of information was coming together at once right now. And so it might have been confusing you. Like, do I end this career and start this new career? Do I wait for this relationship, or do I wait for this health situation, or do I, am I moving now, or am I staying here and then moving? Like, everything was coming together at once. And then you got the option of in one timeline you moved here, in another timeline you moved to this area instead. And so all this kind of information was coming to you all at once because of all these timeline shifts that are happening. That's why you're being kind of asked to just kind of like let go and kind of, step back. There are some key things that are happening in your life, no matter how these smaller timeline shifts affect you, that are definitely going to happen anyway. And those are the things that your guides are going to want you to focus on. So they're saying that, like, even though the collective is shifting the major human collective timeline a little bit this way and a little bit that way, pulling it and pushing it a little bit, you're going to feel stable, because you're going to be able to pick out definite key moments that are kind of in your kind of soul contract, if you believe that. You don't need to follow your soul contract, but like in your lifetime, that are like, oh yeah, you're definitely going to be living in this area. You might be moving before that, you might be moving after that, you might be staying there for the whole time, whatever, but like, this is definitely a key location that you will be living in. That information is going to come through in a very strong way. So you're going to be able to make moves. I feel like you won't be able to make definite decisions and moves because so much was swaying you. And these were like little things that, like, oh, this direction or that direction. Should I do this first or that first? Should I live here or there? Like, and it kept getting confusing, and it's because of these small, tiny timeline shifts that are happening with bigger groups in the collective that are big enough to affect your timeline and humanity's timeline, which is why people were confused. And Spirit is saying, like, don't, like, dive into the details that the collective is, focusing on right now. Step back, look at the bigger picture, and there are some key things in your lifetime that connect in all the visions that you're getting and all the timeline potentials that are the same in each timeline and anything that you do. That's what's going to come in to focus on, so you can make decisions and take actions in the physical. All right, 8 of Summer. So we go from the 5 of Wands, which is like the confusion energy, kind of feeling frustrated with, like, I want to take action. I have these good ideas that are coming in. Like, I want to be able to move forward with that, especially these new 5D energy type of ideas and decisions. And now we have the 8 of Cups, the desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Yeah. So I do feel like you'll be able to finally move forward with a lot of these ideas that you've been having and decisions that you want to make in the physical to move your life forward in the physical. All right, so let's wrap up this energy before we go into the next. Balance, yeah. And balance is in reverse. So you can definitely feel this energy that you might have been feeling unbalanced for a very long time because of all these changes that have been happening. Sadness, yeah. That, like, it felt like you were kind of in, not purgatory, you were kind of being held back or stuck. And for someone who is very, very intuitive, very highly spiritual, you have all these you're able to understand very high concepts, see life from a very, very high perspective and multiple perspectives. You're very spiritually intelligent. And for someone who is that spiritually intelligent, to be stuck for a very long time and feel like you're being held back is very uncomfortable because of your potential. With the amount of energy that you hold and how much power you now have because of your journey, the potential of your life, what it has. And so I do feel like, because this is more of a rest period this month and you're kind of letting everything come together, there's a little feeling of like, was this all for nothing? Is this all going to be worth it? Is this actually happening? And it is. And it's just like you're taking a breath, you're taking a rest before you start getting things going. March, April, May, right? So Spirit is definitely making sure you understand that, like, it might feel a little like you're like, this downtime might feel like, well, am I still successful? And it's like, yes, absolutely. You have no idea. You finally got to the other side and you're still kind of feeling weird because you just got out of the water and your clothes are still wet and you're just on the shore, the muddy, sandy shores, and you're just like, you're not feeling it because you're like, that was cold water, or, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. But the second you're going to be able to look up, you're going to feel the sun on your face. You're going to see this beautiful, lush land with a lot of greenery and just high hopes and rainbows and butterflies. And like, you finally landed on shore. And that's why you can't see it yet. You're just like, catching up with your breath. That's a kind of feeling I'm getting. And yes, you're definitely confirmation on the other side. You just gotta, catch your breath, dry your clothes, and just like soak in the sun for a second before you kind of, you just landed on shore, before you move inland and get invited into this beautiful new land. All right, so what's the next energy for this month? Ace of Pentacles and King of Wands. Yeah, there is an opportunity coming in. And this is an opportunity that's going to be very stable and long-lasting. Something coming in that's going to be very, like in your life for a very long time. I am hearing one thing at a time. So this is going to be one major physical manifestation. But this is something, you know, I am just doing February. So this could be like one thing that leads to the next thing and to the next thing. But I do feel like there is one big major physical manifestation that comes in this month. And I'm getting like just one. There might be another one next month. There might be another one the month after. But like for February, just one, because it's something that affects like everything else, you know? And it is something that excites you, that you're excited to see it grow and evolve, and because you know it's going to be in your life for a very long time. Right. Yep, the Emperor. Okay, yeah, see? It's like a new system. Okay. It's something just very like foundational. Like something that is going to be, the thing that kind of connects everything else in your life. Because I do feel like a lot, like because you're a light worker, every area of your life kind of affects and connects with every other area in your life. But this specific energy that comes in, it's very much something that is foundational in your life. You manifest a very, very big thing, and this is something that will affect everything else going forward. 3 of Cups, and I fell on the 3 of Wands. So I do feel like it is people. For most of you, it is people or a network, a community, groups, friends, soul family. Yeah, definitely people. And the Emperor twice. Yeah, this is foundational. So when these people that come in, this network, this group, these whatever it is, whether it's work related or, you know, personal or, you know, different groups, they stick around. They stick around for the 2 Emperors here for the rest of your life. So that's how foundational these changes and this beautiful manifestation that's coming in, how powerful it is. How powerful it is. Okay. 10 of Summer, 10 of Cups. Oh, wow. So ultimate happiness, an emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Yeah. Raising children wisely, people you can trust. So yeah, for a lot of you, this could be a partner. This could be a business partner. This could be soul family. This could be friends, soul friends. It could be community. It could be groups. It could be multiple groups. It could be the right people to work with, start a business with, start a passion project with, create with. It could be starting a family. It could be gaining a family, being introduced into a family. It could be bringing in someone to your family. It's people. It's very fulfilling. Oh wow. Okay, so it's interesting that it's like, yeah, in February that this is happening. Your foundational people. I'm getting this peace. Interesting. And passion. So I do feel like at first, because February is such a pivotal time for resting and finally just kind of like letting things like catch up for yourself, when this group comes in, or this person, I'm getting it's more than one person for sure, at least 3. Yeah, it could be like at least 3 to 9. Yeah, at least 3 to 9 for most of the people that are watching this reading. I'm getting almost everyone that's watching this reading. It's between 3 to 9 people at the minimum that are coming in this month. That's a lot of people. A lot of people that connect with you on that deeper level, that give you that amount of peace, that give you the passion. I'm getting, it's like February, you feel the peace because your body, your soul, your spirit senses like, oh, I found my like people, or I found people who could help me with this, or I found the right family, or I found the right, like that kind of like relief type of energy. And then the passion is in reverse because I'm getting this is something that you are excited to see how you work together with this person or people. In what capacity, how you two will, or how you will all like grow, brainstorm, take action, create, where these kinds of relationships will go. But I'm getting in February, it's kind of just like I'm getting like your nervous system, or like your energy is just feeling like, oh, like I can rest now. Because like these specific folks come in. Even if you already have a great soul family, even if you have great friends and great biological family and all that, I do definitely feel these people that come in resonate with you at such a deep level at where you are now, which is finally in the 5D energy. Finally, you made it to the other side. Finally, you get to meet your 5D friends and soul family and even divine counterparts for a lot of you. It's like, you know, I'm getting like you get on shore, you rest up for a little bit, catch your breath, and then you kind of are greeted with all these like folks who help you out, who invite you in, who kind of like help you get settled in, and, you know, a festival in your name, I'm hearing, like, you know, feed you and get you cleaned up and ready to, you know, party. And I feel like you weren't even expecting this. You're just like, I just need to get to shore. And all you could think about is getting to shore for the longest time. That you didn't think that you'd be greeted. You weren't even thinking about the people that you'd be meeting in this new land. You didn't even think about like that you would like be having a party in your name that night, you know, that you came to shore, because for the longest time you were just thinking about getting to shore. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll pull one more card just to kind of wrap up this. Oh my gosh. Victory. And then the Sun card just like jumped out at me here. This ultimate happiness. Look at that. The Yes card again. Victory. Private victory. So I do feel like these are folks that you might be kind of keeping, like you're going to be kind of, you might be hanging out with them a lot, but I think you're not going to be telling the other friends and family in your life right now about these folks just yet. I think you're just letting your nervous system regulate. You know, you're just letting your energy catch up. You're just kind of whisked away, and you're just kind of like, you're not even thinking about anything else but like being in the moment, you know, just enjoying the time. You're not even like really enjoying it. Your body is, and your mind is like excited, but at the same time you're just like, so you've been so exhausted. You've been trying to swim to shore for such a long time, just catching up, but like everything is like giving you energy. Like they're energizing you, and this celebration of you getting to shore and finding your folks, like everyone's celebrating and is happy, and everyone's also exhausted, so just everyone's just like catching up and stuff, right? All right, beautiful. And lastly, let's move into the third and final energy that we're going to look at for February. Start with this card. Want to come out. Queen of Autumn. Generous, stylish, gracious, practical. Be practical with respect to how you proceed. The ability to make anything more beautiful. Meeting somebody who can help your dreams come true. So this is where you come to realize of how abundant you already are. I'm getting, for some reason, a little bit of like, there's something that you discover that you've had, I'm getting in your energy, or maybe under your name in this lifetime since you were born, or since you were very young, and you're realizing that you finally, like finally realizing that this is something that you've had all along. I'm not sure what that is. I'm getting something that's tied to money, but that's something that's also tied to your like DNA. I'm not sure what that is. But yeah, that might be like a more general disclosure type energy for the collective. But yeah, as for you individually, beautiful light worker, I feel like you're like, okay, yeah, I have all the resources I need, all the ideas, and now I get to figure out how I want to move forward with all this abundance that I have. And it's funny because like besides like people physically coming in, your abundance, it's like you just have everything that you have right now, but it feels like it's shifted where you can see the abundance factor of everything that you own. Interesting. Abundance factor. So it's kind of like everything that you have already has a very high abundance potential. For example, like your laptop or your phone or your TV or some furniture that you might have, like they all have the potential to be more, make you more, do more, and you just unlock that potential. So now you can like kind of you can realize that you have unlimited abundance because you unlocked how you can use your current abundance to make you anything, to manifest anything for you. Interesting. So it's kind of like what you already have can make you more. And then you have people coming in. That's your big physical manifestation that comes in this month. But then it's kind of like you have everything you need, all the resources, all the abundance, all the ideas. You have the people to work with, to brainstorm with. And with that alone, you can make anything happen. And it's funny because like it's not like money comes in or new opportunities or career promotion or like it's not like anything like that specific, like a specific divine counterpart. Although they might come in, it's like a group of people, and the abundance that you already have is unlocked to a potential where it can make more abundance. But it's not like money is coming in or all these material manifestation. It's like you now have everything you need to create whatever you want in this lifetime, whether it's material wealth or a big huge business or soul mission or of some sort. It's interesting. The perspective shifts. But with that all said, I do get something about some sort of monetary like wealth being unlocked in some way. Let me dive into that. 7 of Wands. Yeah, it is that same kind of energy where it's like it's unlocked. Something is unlocked, and now you can do whatever you want. You know what it is? It's because you got to the shore, you got to the other side, you completed your initial or big spiritual awakening, that now you can you have everything's at your fingertips. You can unlock anything, and you can manifest anything that you want, whether it's a material thing or an idea. You have the right people and mindset, the 5D mindset for it, to unlock it. Yeah, see? 9 of Pentacles, and it came up in hand, which when a card comes up in hand, it's something that you're keeping close to your chest. So I do feel like with the private victory here with people, and then the 9 of Pentacles in hand, you're keeping these things private. So this is like you're unlocked like a esoteric, occult like knowledge. Something that's been hidden, you've unlocked. And that's an ability to make anything out of nothing. Because now you have everything. Now you long for nothing. Right? That's kind of like the problem. Like once you hit that, like, if you're in that enlightenment energy too much, like you don't really want to do anything. You're like, I don't need to do anything, right? But I do get that, like, yeah, You can make anything out of nothing, and you already have everything. You're going to look around and be like, I have everything that I need. And especially with the people and the abundance that you already have in your life, you're going to look at it differently and be like, wow, I have everything now. I don't need anything. I'm not wanting for anything. And because of that, something unlocks where it's like, that you can now make anything you want. Something is unlocked here. It's like some sort of manifestation technique that's like the tried and true ancient occult hidden from us technique or something. And it all comes within the mind, which is the most interesting part. No wonder spirits like take a rest this month, because it's a lot of brain work. It's a lot of spiritual stuff that's unlocking. It's all thoughts, ideas, perspective, beliefs. That's the shifting. And it's like just the right combination to unlock your gifts, unlock your ultimate manifestation abilities. I think it's just people coming in, because with this group that's coming in for you, you're going to be manifesting a lot together. And it's like you guys have the codes to upgrade each other for this manifestation ability. Oh my gosh. Okay, so a lot is coming in right now. Hold on. Because you are so fulfilled in your life, because you realize that all the abundance that you have in your life right now is all that you need. You don't need more or less. And if you ever needed more abundance, you have all the tools, the things that you have, everything that you have right now that you possess, that is under your name, you can create more with anything that you want. So you already have the magic within you. And then you have the people come in. And then you have like no like desire anymore. Nothing that you want. Like you're so fulfilled that you're like, oh, I got all these like this magic now. And I have all these people. And these people come in because they're in the same energy where it's like we can create any abundance that we want. They're in the same kind of energy as you, right? And when you guys come together, you guys kind of fulfill that energy, your heart space with each other, that like you don't really care to take on any individual project really as much anymore. But together you come together and you're like, okay, well, we could maybe do this or that. Or, it's not like your desire to create passion projects is going to go away. But I feel like it's like like your ego is gone. Any selfish project, and I'm not talking about things that you're passionate about. I'm thinking about anything that was like more 3D. That's all gone. So you want to work with your group. There's something I'm not explaining it correctly. You meet up with each other because you're all in this energy, which is I have all the abundance that I will ever need, and I can create whatever abundance I want with whatever I have right now. So you guys find each other because you're in the 5D now and all feeling this energy. When you come together, you all unlock this energy of, wow, not only can we create any abundance that we want, we can create anything ever that we want. Especially with us together, you are all meant to unlock each other, but only in the 5D. And now in the 5D, there's like this no selfish desires, or there's no egocentric desire to manifest things. And because that desire goes away, those 3D egotistical monkey mind type of desires, you guys unlock the ability to manifest any idea or physical material thing. Because you don't want to, you have no desire or want to anymore. So now you're giving the power to do that. I'm getting like you needed the reinforcement of everyone being kind of on the same page, and you two all of you kind of like unlock that within each other. This God aspect I'm getting. And so like, yeah, now everything's at your fingertips and you're like, I don't really want that. But it's not that you don't enjoy it. You definitely have some passion projects. There's some things that you like You know, you have a specific taste or furniture or clothes or things that you like, way that you want to set up your garden, your home, whatever. But you keep that to yourself, and you also keep that you're with these friends for a while by yourself. This is where I was talking about Lightworkers coming together and keeping it quiet for a little bit. You're getting a lot of abundance, but you're not sharing that with the rest of the collective because they're not going to understand it. They're going to take it the wrong way. And it's not going to help them move into their inner work any faster. It might actually slow them down. So this is, you intuitively know this is what you need to do. Wow. Okay. King of Cups, yeah. And the Hermit, okay. So, I mean, you're in this really beautiful energy, and I'm not saying that you're going to be enjoying this alone, not at the least. I do get you're going to be hanging out with this group a lot, whether it's online and in person. But I do feel like for most of you, it's in person. Because that's why the energy is like so strong. You might come at a distance to see each other, like at least a few. Yeah. I mean, how can you not? You might have been kind of activated by other people in your life, but not like this. This is different. So I do feel like you might have come across someone, maybe they're your soul friend, maybe it was like a soul mate, maybe it was like a family member or just some sort of stranger where you felt some sort of activation, right? You have these deep conversations and like you definitely feel like you unlock something for them, they unlock something for you. You know, your life slightly changed after that. You might have changed their life after as well. This could be someone you were friends with for a long time or someone you just met once, right? This is like that, but on a whole different level. I'm getting times 100. So I am definitely getting that, you know, if you come across folks like that, like that's going to be your main goal, is just to get that group together. It's like, hey, this is something magic has happening here. We need to get together. Yeah, coming home. I do feel like a lot of folks are going to start making these kinds of homes, kind of communities, family compound type things, or are moving into the same city or around each other. Lightworkers are coming together. Interesting. Yeah. And leaving the 8 of Cups here to create a more meaningful life. I feel like it's kind of like, let's just get together and then we'll figure it out type of the deal, you know? Now that like money isn't an issue, and I think money isn't an issue because something is figured out. Something is unlocked where it's like, oh, now we can make as much money as we need kind of thing, you know? Or apparently there's something that we all already had at our fingertips, but you just weren't aware of it. Something was hidden from us. Something about money or some sort of type of money type energy that was hidden from us, or it's unlocked or something like that. Yeah. Leaving to go meet each other, be with each other, going to a different location, something along those lines. Pain. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of folks are not comfortable with the amount of discourse that's happening around them. A lot of folks are just starting their awakening journey right now. As you know, this is a great awakening. And because you just completed your major awakening cycle, it's not going to be comfortable watching others go through. You know how tough it was. You might not remember it because it's been a minute, but it's not pretty. It's not. And you have this like high vibe, high love and light energy going on. You're going to want to get away and be around folks who are in a similar energy, right? And you're going to be able to find them, and they're going to be able to find you much stronger because it's like veil was lifted. Your light is shining. They're able to find you. This honing beacon turns on. You're able to find each other easily because of divine timing. It's time. It's going to be weird. I feel like you're going to meet like a lot of people, but like some of you might meet them in like groups or small groups, but a lot of you are just going to meet each other like one at a time, like one after another, and like unusual circumstances, or like, you know, it's going to feel like so synchronistic. Like, how is this happening all at once, you know? And it's because you're being protected, your energies, while you kind of finished your inner work, your spiritual work. And now that's being lifted. So now you're in 5D, you're on the shore, and now you get to easily connect and find all those that resonate with you. Intuition, yeah. And it's going to be easy to just intuitively find one another at this time and figure out what you're supposed to do next. And that's the most important part. It's like, okay, so what, because like even if you're struggling with those small decisions, it's going to become so absolutely clear where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to do. It's going to click like a light bulb, like, wow, yeah, that's exactly it. And the funny thing is, like, some of these things, like, you already had a clue about or you already had in mind, but you know, with all the clarity that's coming in now, it's going to be so super obvious. It might even be obvious, like, how it might be this spot and then that spot, or this action and then that action, like what order you might even do things in. You might even have realized that like you got a glimpse of a lot of different things happening in your future, but different time at different times, and but they all came in at once, that data. Eight of Cups. Okay, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups, Eight of Cups. So there's definitely an energy of leaving. So I feel like even as soon as February, Lightworkers are going to start getting information of where you're going to be heading off to next. And so some initial plans are already being starting to be drawn up about what direction you're going in next. And I am getting career, and I am getting living situation for a lot of you. So I am getting type like soul mission type stuff. Yeah, working together with others. And that's the kind of missing piece of the puzzle. Oh, and I'm getting that master key or whatever. That's with these folks. That comes in. Divine timing. Very interesting. So I'm getting that you unlock this like abundance like key yourself, and then that's a hint to the universe that you're ready for these folks to come in that unlock the manifestation abilities, not just like abundance, but like on a higher level of abundance, like anything and everything. Whereas this abundance energy that you unlock is like using the abundance that you have now to unlock anything else, any other material abundance that you need or want. But this abundance that you unlock with your soul family is the manifestation key for any idea, physical thing, reality, or whatever. It's like I'm getting like you needed that higher level of abundance and manifestation key to be unlocked only with people, because you guys would keep each other in check. There's such a concentration of high frequency energy with this group. It's so positive and so peaceful and so divine that it's like it's hard to stray and be egotistical and do something selfish. You know, it's like very, very like checks and balances here. But there's going to be like a complete understanding that you guys need to work together, and you need to be in the same spot location physically in order to do that, whether it's visiting each other at the same time every year, or actually deciding to move to a location where you guys can access each other physically more easier. Yeah, meeting with these folks more easier. All right. I'm just going to pull a quick card to see if Spirit has any message for you about this month specifically. A lot of things are coming in. A lot of things are going to be moving you in a bigger direction, a positive direction. But it's like a lot of things are coming in spiritually and in forms of ideas, information, and clarity. But there are going to be a lot of people coming in physically that you're going to be like very quickly, where you're going to be making plans and it's going to make sense in a lot of areas of your life of what to do, what actions to take to move forward in a very positive way, and it all kind of connects and clicks well together. These are folks coming in with a lot of love, expecting to be able to express themselves and be creative. And the devil here in reverse, I am getting a lot of like to work with, but also to have fun with. And I know, Lightworker, you might think that you were having fun before, but you weren't. You were working very, very hard. I don't even know if you know what fun is anymore. And these folks are going to be here to kind of loosen up your energies and lighten you up to get into that more playful energy, to become more lighthearted, more creative, more connected. And, you know, with that divine energy, you're going to be able to work hard, work on whatever you want to work on, and, you know, get whatever you want to manifest. I mean, it's going to be a crazy fun time. But I feel like for February, it just starts with a lot of peace and just being like, like I can relax now. And this is where it gets good. This is where it starts getting good and I can finally enjoy it. All right, beautiful soul. I hope you have a beautiful month ahead and I wish you much love and light.